Greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. So today we're going to be doing an unboxing and a first impressions of this guy. This is Transformers Leader Class Megatron Beast. Yeah, so this is Megatron from the Beast Wars continuity in the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom line. Again, it's one of these boxes which is mostly artwork with a little window to see the actual guy. And what artwork that is. I mean, look at his purple T-Rexness in all its glory there. Followed with a robot mode on the side flap. Yeah, this is... wow. I really need to, I think, have a signature from the artist who's doing all these box art. Who's doing the box art? Come on, let us know. Get him doing some covers for the comic books. Yeah, he's great. Looks great. A couple of product shots on the back. A little bit of a relief of a T-Rex there. Yeah, all in all, very impressed. You can just about, you know, see his nice face in there, but we're going to open him up and see exactly what's going on. 27 steps. Yeah, I mean, opening the core class guys and the deluxe class guys is pretty easy. Some of the Voyagers not so much, so we're just going to see doing this first impressions how long the first time attempting the transformation is going to take. And I promise I'm not going to do any like saying yes in silly voices for you. I'll leave that to the voice over experts. So we've got some instructions. We'll try our best not to refer to those. And there's these warnings, and he is out of the box. Got a big step to stand on. There's kibble coming out the back there. There's nothing in that crevice, so no chance of losing any accessories that way with this guy. This is where his card / sticker is hiding, so let's open that up. Oh, it's Predacon Dinobot yet again. I'll probably have to translate that. It might say something different than the other ones, but yeah, it's the same bloody one. Right. Variety, guys. Let's get him out of his twisty ties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa. And he's out. Let's put this over here. Need to have a tidy up around the toy opening place here. Oh! It feels quite heavy. That legs, don't hold him by his legs. So, you know, nothing seems egregiously loose to start off with. It does seem like you can't hold him by his legs without him dipping, but you know, gravity doesn't knock him down. So let's just get a good look at this guy. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't an impression. So this is Beast Wars Megatron. He's very purple. I don't remember the original toy being quite so purple. It was more of a muted version of the colour. version of the colour. What the fuck am I talking about? Right. So, we've got a lot of stuff back here, which, you know, can be said a lot of the... ooh, is that an errant twisty tie as well? Oh, what are we on? 10, is that? Well, it's a rubber band. Doesn't quite count as a... go to the twisty tie count. Where's that? And what on earth is that trying to hold in? Oh, you hear that car go past? That was they need a silencer, don't they? Well, muffles. Yeah. Right, so that's that bit off. Oh, still some more of it. It's off, it's off. Right. So yeah, he's very purple, I say. It's very heavy. So yeah, there's a lot of plastic here. Let's just get warnings. Don't know how well you can make that head sculpt out. I think you lose the eyes a little bit with how bright purple his face is, and the red of his eyes. You kind of just lose that a little bit. All very kind of cool, you know, sculpting on his chest here. Like the textures of his shoulder pads. So he's got his arm rotation, a bit of butterfly in there, the shoulder in and out, a bicep swivel, a crunch there. There's some movement here on the head, and that mouth can open up. There's let's have a look. Can his tongue move separately from the jaw? No, his tongue won't move separately from the jaw because that's what the jaw is stuck onto to move. But that's the nice, that can open really well. The second arm up to the bicep is the same, but then you get this more robot-y arm. There's certainly a big gap there. Don't know if that's going to come to play in transformation, but yeah, a big hollow bit there. This bit can be a pincer that can move as well. That's his little shield bit. So yeah, he's got his, you know, his two weaponized arms. There's, I didn't really do his head rotation. There's a panel there that we can look up with, but doesn't breaks up the sculpt. It's kind of on a ball joint. You don't get that much wiggly waggly, but you do get a lot of turning aroundy. So you can't really look up that much and down that much from that position unless you do that. I would like to have been able to look down a little bit more on his minions. Yep. So his hips go out here on universals. You can move these bits round to give it more room, should you wish. A bit of a bend at the knee, and a rotation at the knee as well. Being a modern transformer, he does have plenty of bend at the ankles. Can kick up and down. So yeah, his articulation is it's okay. It's okay, but it's nothing like spectacular. You know what I mean? There's no ab crunch there. There's no like kind of really cool kind of like, oh, this articulation is wasn't expected. You know, it does exactly what a lot of the deluxe classes do, and not as much as what some of the Voyager classes do. Yeah, it's very stoic pose. I don't know, there's something just a little bit, because it's got all that back stuff there, and there's just something just a little bit flat. I don't know, that's quite the design, but yeah, he's just a little. There's just something a little bit flat about him. I wish the chest was puffed out a little bit more. It's definitely Beast Wars Megatron, you know, without a doubt. But unlike some of the other figures, I think there's just a little bit. There's a bit of razzle dazzle missing, if you know what I mean. There's just, yeah, there's just, oh, really looking forward to this one. And you just the wow factor isn't quite here in this robot mode. But he's a transformer and he does transform. 27 steps. Okay, here we go. This is not an instruction video, by the way. If you're looking for instruction videos, move on. This ain't for you, this video. This is a grown man struggling to transform a transformer without looking at the instructions as much as possible. But you know, I've been a fan of Transformers since pretty much the beginning, so I should know how these things transform by now. Okay. We're going to start off by playing around with this arm. Let's see, so that should go down like that. Is there any? You see, there's these. Let's have a look. Okay, all right. So just about getting these bent at the right angle. There's some tabs there and some slots on the arm. So far that gap in his forearm is not transformation related. It is just a gap. I don't own the Masterpiece version of Megatron either, so just throw that out there while we're chatting. So I don't know if something is there to reduce that to that, but we'll find that out later maybe. Right. Maybe we'll not transform his legs just yet. So I'm going to presume this goes that way, and this goes this way. That gives us a kind of base of how this T-Rex mode goes. Now we're going to figure out where we start unpegging this dinosaur mode from. So unpeg one section of the back there, and pull out the sides. I quite like the texture of the plastic that the dinosaur skin is. It's just slightly softer plastic. It's almost like some kind of even though yeah, it's kind of like this thing that I've never owned, so I'm just presuming it's like that. Like the I think like Street Sharks and stuff like that had a different color, a different texture to give it that almost skin-like quality. So there's a certain like a skin-like quality, at least dinosaur skin, that none of us really know how it felt like. Well, some people know because there's been fossilized skin found. Shut up, Richard. So we've got all that here. So that looks like it's ready to, all this needs to be over this. So I don't know if we need to tackle these legs first. Feel like, because these side discs are like that in robot mode, I'm going to presume they need to slip to the other side. In beast mode, yep, this bit crotch separates to give a wider stance. All right. Now we've just got an exploded dinosaur. Okay, so that unpegs. That flips around, and it's at this point you realise, oh, I didn't do any size comparisons. Oh. Right. So we'll fold this head in. We'll start moving all this dino skin around. Dino skin from Hasbro. So we'll move this round like so. Then we have these legs to deal with. So I presume we bring those legs down to here. And this plastic bit here will peg into these bits here. Have we counted to 27 yet? Come on. look at these to see if there's any places they actually peg in, or if they're just skin flaps. I mean, so oh, come on. So that's kind of almost this. What's that come unpegged? Let's come unpeg the. So this needs to peg in here. Let's just morbidly. Right, that's snapped in. So now we can try and hopefully that will mean these bits will stay together a little bit better. Right, I think we're done. I think we are done. So this is Beast Wars Megatron in his dinosaur mode. I absolutely love the face sculpt here. This is, oh, that's a great T-Rex head sculpt. So he's got some wiggle waggle here, moves round, jaw opens, does the proper end of Jurassic Park roar. Marvellous. You know, to facilitate, you know, all this posability in the head. Broke the sculpt. All these flaps here don't really stick down anywhere and just kind of flap out of the way, break up the sculpt. You have to move them around. Got little ball joints here. These T-Rex arms. This bit is opened up again. I'll peg that in. Again, I love the texture and stuff of the skin, but I think unfortunately the sacrifice with that is that the plastic that they use just doesn't peg together terribly well. Can kick a little bit here, can't really kick out. He's got a knee bend and a swivel, you know, the same as his robot mode there, really, at the bottom of the legs anyway. And he's got a tail waggle and tail waggle here. Fuck. There is that little hole in the back of his mouth, so he can have blast effects there. That's alright. It can be like breathing fire or energy or whatever your heart desires. This effect might be a little bit too big for his mouth. It's like a gobstopper, but rah! Let's just get rid of that bit. Yeah. That's quite cool. Well, I think let's size comparison, at least in this mode. So this is the dropping swords. This is Voyager class Primal in his robot mode. You know, it's not much different than he is in his beast mode. So yeah, Primal is suitably he's suitably smaller than Megatron. This is a Voyager, but he's a small Voyager. Deluxe class sideswipe. If you want more a Marvel Legend, if you want to have a big purple T-Rex with your Marvel Legends, there he is with the poor Shatterstar, who was just ultimately just destroyed in Deadpool 2 for no reason whatsoever. And you want him in the swamps, here he is. I actually quite like that scale. With the pirate, the Dreadnought pirate, Zanzibar. Yeah. Do I have any Beast of the Sorry. There's his box. Gone. He's with a unicorn. Yeah, thinking. It's got that rubbery smell. I'm hoping this figure will grow on me. It's just there's too much that doesn't quite tab in right. It just doesn't pop enough in robot mode. But ultimately, you know, he's one of my favourite villains of the Transformer franchise, so he's got a lot of expectations to meet. And he doesn't meet them, even though, so that's coming loose again. You know, love all this paint and the texture and, you know, different shades that they've done here. Love the head sculpt of the Dino mode and the head sculpt of the robot mode is very CGI accurate to the Beast Wars animated cartoon, but it's just the colours of it. It just the purple is a bit overpowering, so leaves his eyes a bit loses them. Then overall, like, because of his, you know, facilitate this transformation like this, the chest is just a little bit flat, which makes the figure not pop. And this texture and stuff is cool, but it just means the transformation is just there's just so many gaps here. I mean, I'm sure I can play around with this and tidy it up a bit. There's so many gaps here, but all the sculpting is just lovely. So yeah, I'm hoping this is something that'll grow on me. But for now, I'm just a little bit disappointed, even though I think it's a good figure. It's just, the ultimate is just a little bit disappointing. Which is sad to say, because like, just look at bits of him and it's like, that bit's awesome, that bit's awesome, that bit's awesome. But overall, it's just missed the mark. Even though it really looks great. It's a quandary. Like I say, I hope it grows on me. But for now, at least, there's just too many little bits of nitpicks that, yeah, like, you tell these more in robot mode. There's like big gaps here again, which is something that they seem to have been left alone from all the leader class and the Voyager class figures up to now. And nope, the gaps are back. And it's like, come on, you can do better than that. But yeah, that's it. Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron. Getting on this. Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Part 3 Kingdom Leader Class Megatron Beast. Done. If you enjoyed this video, or if you enjoyed the figure more than me, let me know in the comments below. Let's all keep on interacting online, which is the only thing we can do at the moment until people can see each other again. Until then, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And let's bump this safely through the screen. Fisto! Fisto!